Hey, it's Lummy. Make sure you subscribe to the Bubba Army channel for more great content and for the goats, because you can never have too many goats.
Joe Biden says, now when Joe Biden says something, don't
Speaking of snowflake.
Don't everybody laugh about what I'm going to say here, because you could actually fill in your own little world. When Joe Biden says something, my next thing would be, within the Democratic world, one would think that is kind of important, right? Yeah. When you're talking about Democratic politicians and the president,
well, I mean,
at the end of the day, isn't he the highest entity of that party?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
both parties.
Well,
he's the president. He's the highest entity of everything.
But within the Democratic lane,
absolutely,
Joe Biden is head shiz, is he not?
Yeah.
He is.
Okay. So when the head shiz of a particular political party piz says you got to giz, that means your days might be numbered, don't you think?
You might want to giz.
Joe
Biden says that Cuomo should resign if the probe confirms sexual harassment, and he's most likely to be prosecuted as well. When you got the president that stiff on your deal, that can't be good. I don't care what Cuomo says. Cuomo's trying to be Johnny Hardass, like those guys that just refuse to resign amidst political pressure, even when the party comes in and says, you must resign for the party. Cuomo's officially being that guy. Mm-hmm. But when you got the president, and if the governor of Indiana was being a dick and Trump was the president when he was, and he was a Republican, and when Trump says, listen, man, this guy might need to resign, bitch, walls are crumbling down on you, are they not?
Yeah.
When the president.
It's just funny because Biden was also accused of, finger raping someone in the 90s when he was a senator in Delaware, but
we don't need to believe her.
But the review proceeds.
Joe can't remember the 90s, okay? We got off on a technicality.
He can't remember the 2020s.
The 90s, when were those? That's when we drove Model Ts, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think my dad had a 31 Ford then.
Let the review proceed. I'm not going to resign. I was not elected by the politicians. I was elected by the people. Part of this is that
I don't care where you live, and particularly New York. If this is your governor, I don't know how you can't think he's a dick.
No kidding.
Take the political affiliation right out the window. This guy just has a dick feel about him, does he not?
Yeah.
I am not part of the political club. And you know what? I'm proud of it. This is all that I'm going to say on this topic at this time. I made a promise to the people of
I'm talking to Tony Soprano, right?
The state. I have a job to do. I've been doing it for 11 years.
And that is to touch women and rub my boner on them. I've been doing it for 11 years, 14 years, and I'm going to continue to do it. It's good work when you can get it. And my brother is on CNN.
Years. This is probably the most critical time in the state's history.
Yeah, because you're rubbing your boner on girls, and you put Meemaw in the old person's home, and she should have gone to the hospital, and Meemaw died. There's been a lot of people that have died on your tab, kid. I mean, that's the way I've been reading the news. How about you, Anna? I mean, that's what they're going for, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I won't speculate about people's possible motives, but I can
let's talk about your motives, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
tell you as a...
Now, Anna, what is the next chain of events? Like if he says, no, I'm not going to resign, can the...
there's going to be an investigation.
I understand, and he
can be impeached.
Can the House and the Senate within New York, And
he can be impeached and removed if they vote on it.
Oh, Anna, I got to episode 4 on the...
Damn it, I have got to episode 0.
On Woody Harrelson deal.
Woody
Alan, let's not spread.
Oh, I'm not Woody Harrelson.
Sorry.
Woody Harrelson's cool as hell. He likes to get high.
Yeah.
Woody Allen.
Yeah.
Man. Oh. Blitz, it ended up being a Mark Ober kind of deal where they had him dead to rights, and then the prosecuting attorney refused to. They had him on, putting his face in his 8-year-old daughter's face. I mean, a crotch.
I'll have to.
They had.
Sounds kind of bad now, but I was gonna say I'm gonna have to watch it, but I was gonna say that before you said that.
No. They got. They got and he refused to take a lie detector test, and so they had him dead to rights. And the prosecuting attorney comes in and goes, we can't expect an 8-year-old to testify, and it could change her life, and it could. It
Right.
could. It really very well could. And I understand your reasoning, but and what's worse, potentially causing some type of issue with an 8-year-old, or allowing a man to have touched an 8-year-old. And I don't think, in my opinion, not that I'm in that league and I think like a person that touches 8-year-olds, but I don't think that a person touches one 8-year-old and just wants to do it one time.
Probably not.
If I look at how I'm wired sexually, I don't want to have sex with one hot chick just one time.
Right.
I don't want to put my face into a hot chick's crotch one time of age, one time. I just don't want to do that one time.
Right.
I want to do that a lot.
Of course.
And so if you're putting your face in the person that you're attracted to's crotch, that's who you're attracted to. And if that person happens to be 8, that guy's a creep. And you need to, I'm sorry, it may cause some sleepless nights for the 8-year-old. I think that is less dramatic than allowing this monster to continue to potentially do what he does.
Mm-hmm.
But it's very much just a lack of prosecution, who you know. It's
Power,
just, oh my
money.
God.
Former Attorney General who's gone through this situation many times. There are often many motivations for making an allegation.
No.
And
That's
that is
not wrong.
why you need to know the facts before you make a decision.
Then throw me the facts.
Yeah, tell us what's going on.
Blitz, you know why you can't tell us the facts? Because his boys are still making up the facts. He's got a whole
Yeah,
team
because
of
the facts probably make him look bad.
because he's got a whole team of crisis control people all huddled up saying, okay, how are we going to spin this? Well, we're going to say that the Democrats are putting this on this deal with a political high-low, and anybody can make an allegation, and allegations aren't necessarily blah, 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 which is true.
Mm-hmm.
But then since you have these facts that you speak of that will exonerate you, why don't you start giving us some of them?
Right.
But notice how they're not
Politics.
they're not looking to investigate or at least they didn't say it there. Biden didn't say anything about the nursing home scandal, which is obviously the bigger scandal.
I know, but the reason why he's not doing that is because there's several governors.
I
that have
know.
done the same
I told
thing.
you that. I'm
Yeah.
just reiterating that they're trying to bury that story with this
Yeah.
other one.
So they're like, listen, we like Cuomo, and he's the mayor of New York, a governor. I'm the governor of New York.
Yeah.
And he's a big power player, but we'll sacrifice him in order so that 7 other governors don't get hemmed up on who killed Meemaw, the
and they're
COVID-19
all
kicker.
Democrats, the ones that
Right.
did that.
So listen, we don't want to give up Cuomo, but Cuomo's going to have to lay on the bomb on this deal so that we don't find out that Meemaw got killed. The Michigan governor didn't kill Meemaw on having to go to the nursing home COVID kicker,
Right.
and 7 other Democratic governors. So Cuomo, looks like you're going to have to take the sexual harassment rap, kid. We'll make you the ambassador of Zimbabwe, okay, buddy? No big deal.
That's a good job.
Who don't
Hey, let me pull up right now how much the U.S. ambassador for Zimbabwe makes, and do you got to live in Zimbabwe? And I'm thinking
Hopefully
if you're
not.
the U.S. ambassador for Zimbabwe, you're at least got a Mac house, right? They don't put you in a grass hut.
They might.
The U.S. embassy in Zimbabwe, is it like a shanty deal? It looks like
No, it's probably nice.
looks like our goat deal out back.
It says minimum salary about 145,000.
Not bad.
What does an ambassador of Zimbabwe do?
Oh, just like you're kind of like the liaison between the two countries.
know a single fact, but yet form a conclusion and an opinion are, in my opinion, reckless and dangerous. I never harassed anyone. I never assaulted anyone. I never abused anyone.
I maybe killed some old people, but
I couldn't say that here at my work. Right? Like, it would be not very truthful for me to split out, say that. I've abused a lot. I don't think I've sexually abused anybody.
No.
maybe Lummy.
Let me have I sexually.
No, Bubba, you have not sexually abused me. Everything I've
Maybe
wanted.
you liked it, but
Stockholm.
Everything
Alright.
I've wanted ever.
Everything I did. Anything I did, I wanted.
Everything you did, I requested
No,
and wanted.
anything I did, you wanted.
Anything you did, I wanted.
No, anything you did, as in first person,
Oh.
You, first person, wanted it.
Oh, yes.
Take it from the top.
Anything that I asked and got is what I wanted.
No, anything that you ever participated in, you wanted.
Anything that I ever participated, I wanted it. I want it.
Oh my God.
And you wanted it bad.
I wanted it very, very bad, and Bubba gave it to me very, very good. Thank you, Daddy.
Stockholm.